I ain't gonna lie, playing over rhythm changes is a challenge. It's kind of a beast of a chord progression. But there are definitely ways that you can simplify it, and it took me a while to realize how to best approach it for me. I'm going to share my experience with you and figuring out how to play over this chord progression. The first thing I want to say is I was practicing way too fast, and you really can't learn it that way. You've got to have time to think. So playing at kind of a slower speed, and then when you speed it up, and you'll find that you'll be able to play over it much better. So the first thing is simplifying the chord progression is really important, at least for me, because there's just too many chords to think and try to hit the notes of every chord. And they're not all equally important, all the different chords. So let me show you some chord progressions that can simplify how you play over it. And again, I'm coming from a kind of a bluesier approach, as you can tell from the way I play. We're playing in B flat. We've got the 1, the 4, the 1, the 5, the 1, the 4 as a 7th or dominant chords, 1, 5, 1. So you can practice playing over this. For the 1, major pentatonic with blue notes, 1, 4. When you hit your 4 chord, you could just think minor pentatonic. B flat major pentatonic. Intersperse that with this. Right? An alternate substitute progression you can use when you're improvising that will give you more altered notes is 1, 4 minor, 1, 4 minor, 1, 4 minor. That last chord, or the second to last chord, I'm just taking the 4 minor and moving it up a minor third, and that gives you an altered sound. And I'm using minor 6 chords for all the minors here. So let's see how that sounds. This. Now, if you want to catch more of the chord changes on that A section, we're going B flat to G7, and that's where we have B natural. We're going up half a step. Now, it pays to work on some lines, you know, slowly. That kind of thing. I came up with some of my own, and I just kind of use them over and over, and I change them around. So one of the ones I came up with is, or I kind of do different variations of that, but essentially what I'm thinking is C harmonic minor scale. And then I'm kind of switching to a C Dorian and landing on this, what would be the sixth note of C Dorian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason why that C minor harmonic minor scale works is because we've got that G7, right? G7 wants to go to C minor. And you want to hit that 1, 2, 3, right on the third beat. You want to hit. And then on the last beat, you want to hit A natural, third of F. So that's one lick. Or whatever. As long as you hit those target. For me, I just try to hit the target notes, you know. But another one is... the other really important thing is, for me, I need to just like relax. Really relax everything, my hands. Learn a lot of concepts, practice them slow, and then when you go to play, just relax and see if you can just let some of it come out, you know? You can think 4 minor, E flat minor, 6. So it's like this. So there's a diminished chord right there. And it's diminished based off the root. It's a B flat diminished. One easy way to get to your sharp 4 diminished arpeggio is just take your 4 chord, take the 4 dominant, 7, and sharp the root. That gives you a flat 9, which is a diminished arpeggio. You can do it here. You can play a diminished arpeggio or just go with the blues, you know. Because if you play a minor blues, you're getting this diminished note. So let's talk about the bridge now. D7, G7, C7, F7. My suggestion on this is to go mainly with chord tones. And I really like this. This shape. And then switching to the next chord. To just wherever you are, switch to the other arpeggio. And then you can start to add in half steps, you know. If you want to grab some altered tones to make it a little bit more interesting, just figure out where those are. The easiest one, when you have the full step, and just add in a half step above that, you got your flat 9. And then mix that up with this shape, with these shapes here. Or, so if you want a natural, more inside, you can go with a natural 9. This sound. Right? and you can go with F. This one. And you can, if you want to add in that flat 9, just keep track of where your root is. If you want a natural 9, or if you want a flat 9, just go half step above it. The very last 7th chord on that bridge, the F, that's where you want the most tension, right? And so you might want to take a note of the fact that the altered scale, which is probably the most tension you can get altered, right? So work on those shapes, that type of thing, right? That kind of deal. And then you can throw that in at the end. Just practice it slow and try to get a groove going, you know. Hopefully this will help you, and give it some time. Be patient, work on it for a while. Like, I work on it for maybe a week. I'll be playing rhythm changes a lot. Then I'll just get really sick of it. I'll make some progress, start sounding a little bit better on it, and then I'll work on other stuff. When I come back, it's like I never played it. It's just a mess. I'm trying to play along, and of course I set it 220 beats per minute or 300 beats per minute playing Oleo or something, and I'm just completely like sounding terrible. And then then I realize, hey, I got to slow this down and practice again and work on it, get it under my fingers and get the feel. And then when I speed it up, then I can do much better playing at a faster tempo. So that's what I suggest you do. And just keep coming back to it, circling around to rhythm changes in the blues and trying to add a little something each time, make a little progress each time. The thing I'm going to talk about on my next video, how to play the chords, or my version of a nice chord progression on this. Oops. See you next time.